Restaurant Antiquity is in Old Town Albuquerque, and Amy Salazar, as you met earlier in the show, she is the owner, and we're so happy to have you with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me in the Buttercup Yellow Special top today.
Well, you know I called you first to
Yes.
find out what color you were wearing.
She told me first. It's amazing. We were just in sync.
Yeah.
We should almost start singing Bye Bye Bye. I know. I'm really happy that you're here with us. Such a great reputation the restaurant has.
Thank you very much.
So, for anybody that missed it a little earlier on, before we talk about the food, tell us a little bit about your experience at the restaurant and how long you've been there.
My husband and I, again, have owned it for 13 years.
Nice.
I have been actually cooking in the restaurant now for 12 years.
Great, great. So this is secondhand to you. And you have I would imagine, from what I understand, the talk of the town is that you have a lot of loyal customers.
A lot of loyal customers, we do, and we certainly appreciate all of them.
Do you get to really know what people like? I mean, do the same people come in a lot and ask for the same things? Do you seem to find that happens a lot?
Everybody has their specials, of course. Our top seller is actually our Henry IV, which is
What's that?
A filet, which is grilled on our open pit charcoal grill with fresh charcoal. It's topped with an artichoke heart with artichoke leaves surrounding it and house béarnaise.
And that's
sauce
Henry
over top of it.
IV?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I'll probably be ordering. Now, today, you're also going to make something fantastic, so let's get started and tell us what you're going to be doing for us.
Okay. I've already started boiling some water. I brought it to a boil.
Okay.
And I've added some couscous to it.
Yum.
You're going to cook it about 8 minutes.
For couscous?
Right.
I never knew what the exact time was.
Well, this is actually Israeli couscous.
Ooh, okay. So about 8 minutes.
Yes.
Perfect. And
Okay.
you just let that sit, and you like to always leave the lid on it?
I prefer leaving the lid on it. I will check it every once in a while and just pick it up and stir it to see how the water's coming.
Perfect. Okay, so that's the easy part. Now let's get to the more complex part, because I know you've prepared a lot of ingredients for us while we were over there. So let's tell everybody first, so that if they're making this at home, they know where to begin.
Okay. Well, first of all, we're going to do our minted pesto.
Okay. Yes.
Right now I remember what I'm doing.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Minted pesto is delish, though.
Okay. So we here have some mint, and we're just going to go ahead and throw it through the Cuisinart.
I'm a huge fan of mint, by the way. I like making salads with just shredding the mint, in my hands.
Oh, yes.
And put a little olive oil and salt and just some mint, and I love it. I like it with cucumbers, too.
Oh, that sounds good.
It feels light.
And I would also, if you're going to do a minted pesto, try not to use or do not use spearmint, because it tastes like you're brushing your teeth when it's finished.
Point. Very good point.
Okay, we have some cilantro.
Okay. That's a New Mexico staple.
Right, and some Italian parsley.
Love the ingredients so far.
We got some garlic.
Okay.
And I use little whole garlic, about three to four whole garlic.
Okay.
Some toasted off pine nuts.
Oh, I could eat that. Just so you know, it's a good thing you just dumped that in, because I almost was going to do one of these little maneuvers.
Eat a little bit of that?
Yes.
We have some lemon juice.
Okay.
Lemon zest.
Lemon zest. And that's a little special technique, too, we learned here on the show about how to actually get that lemon zest.
With the microplane? Is that how you use it?
Yes, exactly. Now Our Cooking came on and they showed us how to do it.
Right.
I never knew that before, though.
It's easy, and it's a great tool to have in your kitchen.
Fantastic.
We're also going to put a pinch of red bell pepper flakes in.
For a little kick.
Right. Some Parmesan cheese.
And you can do any kind of cheese, right? If you don't, because for me, I don't eat Parmesan, but I could use any cheese that I wanted if I wanted to, right? If I had to.
Yes, and actually you can. If you don't care for Parmesan cheese, I do like mascarpone cheese.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You could add some mascarpone cheese in there just to give it that texture
just
in
for
the
texture.
cheese.
Okay, that's what I figured. I knew the cheese had to give it that.
Goat cheese.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good to know there's options. Okay, and
we're going to do a little salt. A little bit. I like using just a little bit of white pepper. And
I just discovered that. I like that white pepper.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy on white pepper. And some fresh ground pepper.
Perfect. Fabulous. So far, anybody can follow this at home.
Okay, and then we're just going to put our top on.
Okay.
At first, I'm going to pulse.
Okay, so the pulse.
And then I'm going to turn it on and add some olive oil.
Oh.
And we're going to do this at a slow drizzle.
Okay, so you don't add the olive oil until after you pulsed it.
Right.
Okay, got it. Just a little drizzle.
Slow drizzle. And you're just looking for a creamy texture.
Oh, you want to get it creamy, right? Because
Right.
it's pesto. Hello. You know, I wonder, I've been eating pesto all my life. I wonder if I've been eating it with Parmesan and didn't even know it. I probably have. I love it. I love pesto.
I think
dental floss.
a big without the spearmint. Without the spearmint. And then we're just going to give it a nice taste to see if I have enough salt and pepper in there.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil because you don't want it pasty.
You want it to be a little bit wetter.
And of course, I think it does need a little bit more salt.
Okay. And that's really, what I've been learning from all of our greatest chefs really is that you have to taste. I mean, there are certain rules of thumb, but at the end of the day, you have to do your own tasting because it's always a taste test of personal preference before you really know when you get it right.
Right. And I think we're actually looking good here, but we're actually...
Perfect.
I'm going to take it down a little bit.
Fabulous. So this is the first step that you want to make.
Yeah, and actually I am going to add a little bit more oil. And you want to keep wiping it down and just making sure that your texture is right.
Okay, perfect. Now let me ask you, while you're doing that, I noticed that you also have the lamb prepared. So where did you, I guess the cuts look really beautiful here.
Okay, these are lamb loin chops.
Okay.
And we're going to go ahead and pan sear these off now.
Okay. Now, did you oil a pan, or you don't have to oil a pan?
Actually, I think you should be doing this.
No. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we're gonna put a little oil in the pan.
Okay.
Yeah, you swirl.
I'll swirl.
Right.
I'll swirl. We have about 2 minutes before we go to break, so we want to get this. Ooh, you had it nice and hot. See, you're smarter than me. When I've tried to cook in this kitchen, I wait till the last minute to put on the stove. The key is to get a nice hot pan, huh?
Okay. And since we only have 2 minutes, I want to go ahead and show you the Israeli couscous.
Yummy. That's probably one of my favorite things, I have to tell you.
We're going to add a little bit of shallot. Saute this down. Some tomato. We'll just make sure you can eat this, right?
Smells really good.
We also have some blanched off asparagus.
Ooh, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It smells so good.
And we're going to saute this.
Okay.
So we can get it nice and warm.
Okay.
Check on these lamb chops.
Now I want to let everybody know while you're continuing to cook how they can get to Restaurant Antiquity. It's, of course, at 112 Romero Northwest in Old Town. That's just 1 block south of the plaza. Now, reservations are recommended, so if you want to come in, especially on a weekend, you want to make those reservations. The number to call is 247-3545. So I just want to make sure everybody knows where to go if they don't want to make this at home and they want the master to make it for them.
We're also going to deglaze with a little bit of white wine.
Yes. That always makes it just a little bit better. Oh, that smell is so good.
A little bit of lemon juice.
Okay.
Of course, some salt and pepper. Right, there goes some fresh ground pepper.
Okay. And how long do you want to keep the lamb on the stove?
Actually, what I'm doing right now is just pan searing it off.
Okay.
And then I'm actually going to stick it in the oven and bring it up to temperature. We always suggest medium rare to medium.
Okay. And how long in the oven?
I would say probably about 10 to 12 minutes.
That's it? Okay. So you just want to sear it in the pan and then put it in the oven. And what temperature on the oven?
I'm working at 425.
425. Perfect. So this is simple. Anybody can do this.
I also like to turn up the fat side to get that nice and crispy.
Fabulous. Oh, this looks like it's going to be fantastic. And then what we'll do is when we come back from the break, we'll show everybody the finishing touches, and then we get to do our favorite thing, which is taste it. Yes, we love it. Of course, if you want this recipe, just log on to casa.com. We are going to be eating after the break.
Great.